There's still no sound. Okay, again, can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? No, I can't get that going. All right, now y'all tap in, tap in.
One second.
Now we don't have no picture, Mickey. I don't think we have a picture now. We got a picture. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all all for tuning in tonight to the Wyntis Show. Come on up here, baby. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here. Thank y'all for tuning in with us tonight. Wyntis Show on 810 News Media Group with the best producer in the world here, Mickey Jordan. Most honorable.
Hey, bro, how y'all doing? Apologize, running late, all kind of stuff.
Because you're a celebrity now.
Well, whatever it is, I'm late. So we're going to knock this out and get out of here before I eat our Chinese food. I ain't ate yet.
You ain't ate yet?
Hey, what you got, Chinese? What is it called? Egg food?
I just got some.
I
just got some vegetable fried rice. That's
vegetable fried rice.
That's it. You know me.
Hong Kong. Listen, Mr. Mays, look, I know, Councilman Mays, we got questions for you. And the biggest thing that everybody want to know is, what the hell is going on?
The biggest thing I want to know how that French fries.
Come on, man. You hungry, huh?
It's been a long day. I apologize for being late. But I try to keep my word. If I tell somebody I'm going to do something. But we had some stuff that we was doing.
I get it.
What's on my mind politically is a couple of things. One, the allocation of the ARPA funds, $40-50 million, trying to get them into the hands of the residents.
Absolutely.
And then the upcoming trial. What's today, Thursday?
Yes.
A week from today, I'm representing myself in the district court.
Now, why did somebody post that the trial date had been moved to the 20th?
I haven't heard it.
Okay,
Maybe they don't want me to be there.
Right, I just wanted to clear that up. So we still.
But the facts of that case, I'm thinking is clear. It's a jury trial.
Right.
Judge Vicky Bayham Haley is the judge. 67th District Court, down there by Judge Marable.
Right. Okay, so district court.
Yeah, and the facts of the case is, in our council rules, I call them the goofy rules.
Right.
You can ask to be excused from your seat. And when you ask to be excused, if in fact you are excused, you don't need permission to come back.
Right.
You go to the bathroom, you talk to somebody in the audience, you go get some paperwork out your office, and you just come back.
Right.
Well, the video of the council meeting on YouTube, which is the January, February, March, April 25th meeting of 2022.
Okay.
You will verbally see me ask to be excused, and you will verbally see me excused. Herkenroder was presiding.
Allie Herkenroder.
Yeah, Allie discriminatory roder.
Okay.
She treats me differently.
She do, and it's so obvious.
It's obvious now. Discrimination will be a part of this case. So I was arrested for returning to my seat. And I figure if I didn't take the arrest and go to trial, and it's a jury trial, that they would just throw me out repeatedly against the law and for no reasons from my elected seat.
Right.
So I'll be trying to convince the jury by showing the video of the meeting in the trial, questioning council people on the witness stand. The judge signed subpoenas for each council person. Got a subpoena served and signed. The chief of police, the arresting officer, Metcalf.
And they
The
were
mayor,
served when? I think that's
um,
important.
The two who haven't been served so far is only Neely and the chief of
Chief
police.
Grant, okay.
But Metcalf, the city attorney, Attorney Kim, and all the council people have been served. Hopefully,
They were served that day you got put out the meeting.
that is correct.
Yeah.
Some people say those subpoenas frustrated
I
them
think
in
it
the
did.
last meeting. But
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that they were trying to get me out of there as they deliberated and voted on the council rules. They voted to cease taking the initial form for ARPA funds.
Yeah, they sure did.
It was a bunch of important stuff on that agenda. And so this case coming up next Thursday, hopefully, if the Lord bless us with a not guilty, then some of that mess will stop.
Right.
And then it'll be a false arrest, malicious prosecution. In my opinion, this case shouldn't even be in trial.
Mhm.
You know, you don't get arrested for getting up out of your seat and returning after being legitimately excused.
Right.
You know, so I think it's going to be interesting. I'm going to appreciate any support that day from Flint people sitting,
I
observing.
put it out there. They
the
making
process.
T-shirts. Monica making them in Texas, sending them up here.
Somebody brought me a T-shirt
Did-
today. Y'all
did
should
they?
see this shirt, man.
Oh man.
Oh, you
I
wait
wanna
till you
see it.
Oh,
Why you ain't
It's
bring
in
it
the
up
car.
here? Oh,
It's in the car. This
man.
lady called me, my cousin, saying, Councilman Mays, they're making T-shirts. You getting your cut? I'm like, let the children play. Let them do
See, that's
whatever
what
you
makes
want.
me mad because
so-
you just out here like, you just don't
I ain't
care. Do
even
you know how
keeping up
big
on-
you are on TikTok?
I do. We might set up a TikTok page.
You got 50 of them already.
Yeah, you know, we need lawyers and help and gas money. We might even put a cash app or a sale. I'm hearing about it, but I ain't
Go
get to
fund
it. You know.
me.
So, you know, people calling from Iowa, from Georgia, from
Texas.
Arkansas, Texas, California, Mississippi.
Yep.
Mays, how can we support you? Mays, can I send you this? Can I send you? I'm like, okay, give me a minute. I'm digesting this stuff.
Oh,
You
yeah.
digesting. You
Yeah.
gotta strike while it's hot.
We averaging about 15 or so out of state calls per day.
Yeah.
You know, hello, is this Councilman May?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you picked up. Is this really you? We support you. You know, we going to our council meetings now. We looking at stuff. We see some things. You like our uncle, you know, because it's a demographic of people. They say we got like 3 million views or shares here,
10
2.6
million here.
million here, and a
Yeah.
cumulative amount of 10
Yeah.
million. That's a lot of people.
It is.
And so even though all of them ain't calling, enough of them is calling. Where I'm not on social media, I ain't on TikTok, but enough is calling to give me an indication. There's some people looking.
Yeah.
And they know details.
Right, about what's going
Not
on.
only is they
Yeah.
looking at the TikTok, they going back looking at the council.
Mhm.
And so they see the nonsense.
And that's what I've been I try to tell people that, yeah, people can sit here and say, oh, well, this is a bad this and this is bad. I said, no, you're really informing people because,
Right.
like you said, they're going back and looking at those meetings. You got people that say, I'm going to show up to the council meeting so I can see this live.
Right.
Whether they're looking at it to laugh or anything, they learn.
Some people get
Yeah,
informed.
it's an entertainment
right.
value.
The only-
You know,
you
I look
informed
at
is
it
just sitting in the
sometimes
room,
and I
you hear.
laugh.
Somebody said like he's inspiring. He's inspiring them to like get into politics at a young age. Like I'm hearing that. You
Yeah, folks
inspiring
is calling
people.
me like their uncle. They say the hero. They say run for president.
Yeah, the hood man. I seen the shirt. Mays for president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, I tell them thank you, but I always say God is in control. You know, a lie spread fast, and the truth kind of
It's a
take its
little slow.
time
Right.
and walk slow. That's why, you know, I'm confident. I mean, this is the third council and the third mayor
Right.
that I've been involved in my elected office. And I've seen the truth come out slowly.
Right.
It'll come out slowly. It's going to come out the difference between your mom may believe immediately. It's gonna come out slowly. What happened to them kids on Pulaski Street and the wrongful firing of the fire chief? It's gonna come out slowly that people was mad and jealous because in my leadership position, I helped develop a form for people to apply for money. They mad. Why would you be mad?
That's why I'm glad you're using your platform to get these messages out, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's informing people. These people need to know. And I don't care how they see it. Like you said, they're going back to those meetings. They're looking into this stuff.
And they like, what is he talking about? Mitchell Boy's fired. They looking it up. Pulaski Street fire. They looking it up.
The chief, from everything, they're looking all of that up. It's people that are,
Why are you talking? You want me to deal with that egg foo young?
It's the man the egg roll or something.
You gotta get in the camera.
Camera.
There you go.
I see you. How you gonna go viral with us and you ain't on the camera?
You funny. All right. Yeah, I gotta get on the camera.
Man, ain't that a blessing though? Who in control? God in control. He done helped us get our message
out.
From Michigan to Texas to Mississippi to Alabama, Florida. And I'm meeting these people. I'm talking to them. And they are some good folks, smart folks, all kind of demographic of folks.
They are.
Yeah.
You don't know most of them black so far who call it.
But you got white people on here that's watching you just
You got some good white folks.
Yeah, you do.
And you got some ignorant white folks.
Yes,
You got some good black folks.
Yeah.
And you got some ignorant black
What
folks.
you call them,
But the majority,
you can say it here, what you call them.
You talking about that old term, that's too specific, folks. You talking about that handkerchief head Negro.
Handkerchief head Negroes and Negrettes. That's the new word. Handkerchief head Negrettes.
Negrette, that's a female. And then the
That's another damn T-shirt
Negro.
tomorrow.
Negrette. So, that's a terminology that I use in council meetings, trying to politely say, y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point in the city of Flint. Y'all so focused on me. And I don't know if it's anger, if it's jealousy, or whatever it is, but you so focused on me, you missing the point of taking care of this community.
I think they're intimidated by you.
I think so too.
You got some folks.
I think it's people that want that same platform as you.
And they don't have
it, and they don't know what to do to obtain that. And now you see them crying out.
You can see it, I'm hearing it, but really, if I go to my phone and I try to look at some link somebody sent me on TikTok, know what my phone say?
What?
Enter your password or something.
You ain't got no TikTok page.
No TikTok.
He does not have a TikTok page, y'all.
So
he don't have an official TikTok page.
The technology Lord is in control because I'm not even seeing this stuff, but I'm getting real calls from real people. And wait till I show you that real shirt that's in the car.
I know they're real, man. They got another one out that somebody sent to me earlier.
And my cousins and nephews and people call me, my friends, Mays. They making shirts. You getting your cut. I'm like, man, I ain't worried about that. Let the people play Mays. You on TikTok. They making money. You make money on that. I'm like, oh, you do? I'm like, okay, fine. Let the children talk.
Right.
Let the children play. And whatever is meant for us, and I say us because we fight for the people, whatever is meant for me, it'll happen. I might be slow, but I ain't dumb.
Right.
Maybe I'll create me a T-shirt. Maybe I'll do me a TikTok page and talk. But whatever we do, we're conscious that something good has happened.
Absolutely.
If people was putting stuff out as a joke, if people was putting stuff out for the entertainment value, whatever didn't happen, the serious value and spread it across
The
this
message
country.
is still
Yes,
getting
yes,
out
Yeah,
there. It's
because
still getting out
they
there. Yeah.
saying keep
Yeah.
speaking up, keep talking, keep defending us, keep
Yeah.
fighting for us. And so that's the message. They're saying, I go to my council meetings now. I see what it is. I didn't know how council worked. They say, I know what point of order means.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so, you know,
Yes.
even the parliamentary procedure aspect of it and the demographics is people in their 20s and 30s. I get calls from people older than me, 60s, 70s, 50s. But I'm loving the demographics, communicating all across the country. I talked to a guy today. He's in the county by the Atlanta airport.
Okay.
And he's a council person. He's in the
Oh,
middle of an
really?
election right now for his second term.
Okay.
And he wants me to come on with him for a few minutes to
Oh,
help
look at
boost
this,
him
look
up
at
and
this.
help him.
Right.
And then you got other people. Somebody want to fly me to Alabama to speak to a group of people. I told them, I don't do much to leave Flint.
Somebody wanted to fly you to
Dallas.
Texas. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that.
they got a Flint thing. So I'm saying to myself,
Slow
the
down.
more I stay on the ground,
Yeah.
the better chance I got of prolonging my life. You know, I
Oh
done
man,
got
you're
old.
supposed to
I done
grasp
lost my
this and
teeth,
go.
my hair gray.
Oh,
Now,
come
when I
on,
was
man.
a young whippersnapper,
No, I just heard
Adrian
this
Adams be
lady
rolling.
say she wanted to marry you. Now I know you loving the ladies calling.
I don't mind marrying at this age. I'll read a book to that lady.
Yeah, y'all
Walk
gonna be
down
reading
the
books.
beach holding hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I'm not gonna get into that. So,
But you're single and ready to mingle. That's what the women want to know.
no, what did you say?
You single and ready to mingle.
Let me say this to you. I don't really know this Wyntis. I've been single and been mingled. Wyntis, I didn't never have no problem.
No, he told me he don't have no problem.
Really nice women.
Yeah, he told me. I heard this story.
I
He
heard
said,
that though. I heard you
And
had
I'm
some
pretty
women.
good friends with most of them.
Okay,
So
okay.
you don't lose your touch. So you stay in
No,
contact with
I
them.
mean,
So you can call them right now and get
yeah,
what
they
you
say
need.
Man,
I
I
lived
can't
in
stand
sin and shouldn't have been shacking.
Listen,
Should have
oh
been
man.
married. I got close to buying a ring twice.
Really?
I ain't never been on one knee.
Well, it's time. You got to experience that before you get out of here. You got to be married.
Talking crazy.
What we gonna do? The Black Bachelor.
Hell yeah.
Who?
Featuring Eric Mays, Flint
The
Edition. What?
Black Bachelor.
When you like that, we get your nice house down there on Church Street.
A
One of the
chance
big
at
houses.
Mays. That's what we'll
A
call it.
chance at Mays. Flint
No,
Edition.
amazing
Man,
love.
Amazing love. There we go.
When
Amazing
when
love.
I watch The Bachelor, I say, look, he's kissing all of them.
Yeah, look at
Could
you.
that be for real? Would I kiss all of them?
You
I'm
sure
like,
would.
how many do it be? Let's say it's 15.
Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna kiss all of them.
You probably about 14 of them.
I don't know. All I know, if I kiss them, that's getting close.
Yeah.
He showed kissing a lot of them, man. I'm saying now, they gonna be,
Jesus, help
after
me.
they go on the
Jesus.
one-on-one, the day they come back from May, did he kiss you?
Yeah, they got because they gonna talk about it.
No, he didn't. Did he kiss you? Yeah. I'm gonna call him.
Yeah, then you gotta go back and you gotta make it up to
See
that.
what I'm saying? That's a heck
No,
of a show.
forget the amazing love. Forget
No,
that.
I think we understand. Cause I think he liked that idea.
I don't like that. I don't like that idea.
So you don't want me to do the local
No, I
match?
just imagine
Man,
like,
we
you know,
on to something. Look, I'm putting
some,
it out there. Hollywood, let's get Mays out there on a love show.
some of them will be 20, some 30, some of them be 50, 60.
so what's the age you go up to?
Look, it's the rose ceremony.
'Cause you-
Would you accept this rose? I get
That's-
the ones.
This
50,
Negro watch
60
a lot of
rose.
TV.
And then when the ones 20, 30, they crying. Say your goodbyes. Did you accept this rose?
Adrian said, "What's the oldest oldest woman you? What's the oldest? What's your age limit?
Let me say this. The purpose is to talk about politics.
You just gotta let these people know.
People want to know this
What
side.
is the oldest woman who I dated?
Yeah. Well, now,
I'm
what's your age
64,
limit now?
65.
Yeah. So
What's my age limit?
Yeah.
Pretty. A nice body.
Oh my! I don't even
Ain't
want to
gonna be howling and fussing all the time.
Okay.
What age is that?
Probably about 45.
You need to get a mute.
That's
A
what,
mute.
Somebody don't know how to.
That's what y'all say. That's why I try to keep my personal life separated from my political life.
Right.
In other words, what y'all talking about right now on this platform, getting into my personal life, I ain't studying that.
That's about to be a clip. That's gonna be a clip.
That's politics,
Let's
the
get
ARPA
it.
fund, the police department, and the streets.
Now, what
That's
Mays, I
right.
do got a question about that. Now, since not like seriousness, they taking the money and they giving it. They got a paid committee that's getting paid by the community foundation.
That's illegal committee.
Huh?
If you look at the charter, that should be called a multi-member body. The charter, the law of the city of Flint say if it's one or more people in an advisory capacity, they have to be recommended by the mayor and appointed by the council.
Oh,
No
wow.
advisory committee has come before us for appointment. I don't care if it's members from the community foundation, members from the Adrian Weaver Foundation. I don't care if it's members from the community block clubs. Right now, they're being used in illegal activity. I dare anybody, any lawyer, any resident, to look at the charter, look at the definition of multi-member body. It's going to talk about advisory committees, and then look at the appointment process of the multi-member body. I bet you I win that argument. So that's a game being played.
That's crazy,
by
man.
Neely, the administration, Herkenroder, and Priestley, and then the majority of the council. When I try to tell them that, for some mysterious reason, I get put out. I've never seen so many council people vote wrong illegally against the rules in order to remove me
That's what it's about.
from my elected seat.
Right.
And I will help anybody.
Yeah.
I'll help them.
And that's what's sad about it, Maze. They concentrating so much on putting you out of the meeting, trying to hurt you, but they hurting the residents.
And ain't nobody taking it to court. You have to take it from the council chambers to the courtroom.
Right.
That's what's probably going to happen, Wyntis. That's probably what's going to happen, Adrian. And that's probably what's going to happen with this listening audience. People calling me, and these people so smart. You know, the guy from Iowa say, we the first ones who be having the Iowa caucuses in the presidential election. The one from Miami, she said, I got a transportation business. I'm a black female. If you ever come to Miami, call me. I'm going to take you all around.
Right.
The one from Chicago is a financial consultant. The one from Georgia is a city council person now, and everybody in between. Regular folks, professional folks.
And I've heard some of the calls, so
they're saying, Councilman Mays, we want to support you, even in the legal battles. So, me as a person, I don't have the money to file all this stuff in court.
Right.
But if I put that Cash App and stuff out there, and money come in, and I start hiring a lawyer to handle this, is that a multi-member body? I start hiring a lawyer to make sure I'm not illegally removed from a council meeting. If I start planning to move it from the council chambers to the courtroom, they got a problem. But I'm not doing it just for me. I'm doing it because person tomorrow, and they discriminated against you
Right.
politically, you'd be glad for the trail I blazed. You don't have to agree with them to stay in your elected seat and handle the city business. You don't have to agree with me or them to
Right.
not get put out of council
Absolutely.
meetings
Absolutely.
wrongfully because of a gang mentality.
Right.
The gang mentality is 5 or 6 council people. The dynamics of the council, both people want to be the president,
Yeah. They
the
want
vice president,
titles. Yeah.
the finance chair, and it's killing them.
Mhm.
They want that so bad, they'll sell their soul,
Mhm.
vote against the rules,
Yes.
vote against the law,
Yes.
vote against race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
discriminate unlawfully to try to put together a group of 5 people so they can have a position.
Well, the attorney, Kim, said that they could meet outside and
Attorney
deliberate 3 or
Kim.
more people. That's what he said.
He said that they could
Yeah.
deliberate in violation of the Open Meetings Act outside of a meeting. In other words, he told them 5 or 6 young colleagues that on the phone
Sure did.
put stuff
He told
together and then come in.
Mhm.
And he used the term that he was 100% right,
Yeah.
that you could deliberate outside of the
Yeah.
open meeting as long as you didn't vote outside.
But guess what happened in that meeting? He said
That's what's
that.
gonna happen when I put him on the stand next Thursday and swear him in under oath and hand him that document
Right.
and say, read from the law.
Well, he said that. He told them that in the meeting that they had to vote for him to get the job. He was
For
trying
him
to
to
impress
get the job and
Yeah.
throw
Oh,
me out.
he wanted
You
to.
know,
Yeah. They
if
threw
you
you out that meeting too.
If you
Yep.
look at closely, that's when Angela Wheeler left. He wanted the position. Neely give him a little raise over Angela Wheeler. His job on his assignment was to put them 5 or 6 votes together to remove me from president, and he kind of bargained with him.
Mhm.
Y'all vote for me for city attorney. I'll give you the illegal way of getting him out. And they did it,
Mhm.
and it's recorded. So I met with the IT people at the court last week, and the IT people, I should bring Mickey to court
You sure
because they showing me how to set
Mickey
up the
Jordan.
computer,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the screen in front of the judge and the jury, I get to run these meetings.
Mhm.
I get to run it where Attorney Kim say 100% they can deliberate outside of me. Then I'm gonna hand him the law and ask him, remember you're no. Now, did you say that? Would you read this for the record?
Mhm.
The law says you cannot deliberate
Right.
outside of a meeting as a quorum, a group of 5. Mickey, he could help me have them videos and tapes ready. Who gonna be my technical assistant in court? You.
Mickey Jordan.
You.
Mickey Jordan. Me and Mickey gonna be there. We already
Right.
said 810 News Media is in the house.
You
810
got
News Media Group.
people who's turned in their paperwork, the media, Channel
Mhm.
12, Channel 5, Fox 66, the Flint Journal. And so I want people to be there. It's going to be documented. It's going to be recorded.
Right.
And guess what I'm going to be doing leading up to that week? Praying
Right.
for a not guilty.
Mhm.
Praying for a good jury.
Absolutely.
The facts ain't going to change.
Right.
And so we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if people like Quincy Murphy, who tore up his subpoena in front of us when he was served. I
don't
told
think he
the
gonna do that.
process serving the people don't pay no attention to him. That's a game.
Right.
Because if he ain't there, bench warrants probably going to be issued. The judge issued bench
I heard
warrants.
that. I was gonna ask
But
you if that was
jurors who
true.
didn't
Yeah,
show
I
up.
heard that. I heard that, man.
So
Mhm.
this judge ain't been playing.
Mhm.
And so I'm kind of nervous, but looking forward to it.
Okay.
I'm putting my best foot forward.
Right.
And I'm going to see if I can do opening and closing arguments and cross-examination as good as I seen them doing stuff on both sides down at that, what's the guy named Alec Murdoch? Is Alec Murdoch
Yeah,
going to be
that's
innocent or guilty?
Listen, I told you.
Here
wait
you
a
go.
minute.
This is all I needed
I'm
was for
so
you to
glad
come on
you-
here and
You
say
glad
this.
that councilman, you
Oh,
didn't know how
my
to keep up with
God.
making it seem so the jury looks at it as, why would he do this? He's already got this and this. Why would he put himself in this?
Right.
Why would he kill his son and his wife?
He said he did not.
Right. But that's what his
This that show you was talking about yesterday.
Yeah, so he done admitted that he lied.
Yeah, he admitted
He
that
had multi-million-dollar lawsuits,
Mhm.
whether it's $3 million, $4 million. His cut on a $4 million lawsuit might have been $1.3 million.
Right.
Rather than take the $1.3 million and be happy, he take another $800,000 and $1 million and get a people
Mm-hmm.
the rest of it. And he done admitted under oath that he lied to people and took their money. I think it was one that might have been $4 million or something.
Yeah,
He
it was
might have
he
kept
took
all
some-
of that.
What was
for the housekeeper who got killed
Yeah.
at his house. The housekeeper got killed at his house, and her sons were supposed to get like $4 million. They didn't get a dime.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
didn't get a dime.
See, I'm watching this stuff periodically, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at court stuff as I get ready
Me
for
too.
mine.
I told you, I watch it.
Man,
I
next
watch it.
Thursday,
Oh,
tune in, A10 News Media Group. We're going to be live in the courtroom.
We're going to be there at
Wednesday.
8:30, 9, 10
You
in
say
the
he's
morning.
guilty.
But-
Shayna Mitchell said he's guilty.
That's what
Oh, the
she
Murdoch.
said.
I thought she was talking about
That
Mags.
Murdoch is the hot case. Now check this out. So one of the questions the jury got to answer, he's admitted the lying and taking people's money, millions. Do that make him a murderer?
But see, this is what they also have under him, is that he's covered up cases for his son, both of his sons, because in 2019, his son Paul, which the one that got killed.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
You call him Paul. His name
Yeah,
Paul.
Paul.
And when he was whining, he was like getting emotional when he was thinking about Maggie and Paul.
Yeah, but so listen, but Paul in 2019 was drunk driving a boat, and that girl got killed, and they took the boat off the scene, so it messed up.
Well, wait a
Wyntis
minute.
ain't been keeping up with it.
I don't know nothing about
Okay,
it.
well, let me ask you
the
this,
scene.
since she ain't been keeping up with it, you better listen, this verdict finna come out.
Yeah.
What about this? What if initially Murdoch said he wasn't at the kennels? He was telling the police during the investigation, I hadn't been at the kennels.
But he did say
That
that.
I went to sleep and went over to
But
my
they
mouth.
show
But
where his
then
cell
he come
phone-
back and say he lied.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the
Yeah.
kennels. That's why his wife and son got killed at the kennels.
Yeah.
And one of the most important things in the initial investigation, he told the police he wasn't there. Then later on in the trial, it come out and he admitted he had lied again. Not just about the lawsuits and the millions, but he lied because he really had been at the kennel. But I didn't kill my wife and son.
Now, speaking of lies, because I don't know what y'all
Yes,
talking about.
Well, this ain't a lie. It ain't a lie. I do have a political science degree
Right.
from Michigan State
Yeah.
University. We found out it is a lie that Mr. Neely.
I was just going to ask about that lie. That's what I was.
the
You
lie
read my
that
mind.
comes to mind.
Yeah, my mind.
And I
too.
did that on purpose. I didn't mean to cut you
That's
off.
okay, because that's
But
what I was
that's
going to
like
ask you.
that guy Santos.
Mm-hmm.
The guy out of New
Maze, I
York.
was
I've
just
been
gonna ask
telling
you
I
about
be watching
that.
TV.
I was just
I
going to
know
ask you
about
about
Murdoch,
that.
I know about Santos, I know about Neely, I know about the fire chief, I know about Pulaski. I even know that.
The water still ain't clean because people on here is asking, is the water
Watch
clean?
this, Adrian.
Yeah.
I even know why the chief of police went to howling and acting a fool.
Because
with
I
me.
was just about to
Oh,
say, so
Maze,
you
Maze.
tell me.
Because he was living with that white
Let me
lady.
shut up.
And she the
Breaking
one who had
news.
sued the city when Booth and them had
So that's why we
allegedly
got
sent
the
text
silence from
messages
Chief
after.
Green.
That's why
Yeah,
I
he
was
was
like,
trying to, in my opinion, cover that up and tried to blame me for
That's why
covering
you
up
said
my
you
thing.
got the mic.
Yeah,
Tell
I
it.
ain't covering up.
Tell
If you
it.
think I ain't covering up my girlfriend, friends.
Lord, he was living with the lady. He was living with the
And
lady.
if it went to trial,
that
it
was
might
some
come
tea.
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
wasn't
some
just
tea.
You
them
didn't know
lower
that?
No,
ranking.
I didn't know
It
he was
wasn't them
living.
lower,
man.
just them lower ranking people fooling with her. She must have been hot to try.
Yeah.
Oh.
The chief, probably when he was the chief of Mount Morris Township at that time. We had another chief and other officers. Stuff we talk about in closed session, I don't talk about.
Right.
But I'm hearing this outside of closed session.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't heard it?
Yeah.
You hadn't heard it? You see, you didn't heard it.
I kind of heard
She
a
one
little
of them
bit.
broadcasters.
Grapevine, huh? You heard a little
Oh
bit.
my
Dude,
God, I
I'll
can't
be on
believe
podcast.
that he used to live with the lady.
The lady might not want to work under a chief that used to live with him, and it might have been some 911 call that was going back and forth. You didn't make my toast right.
Oh,
You burnt my toast.
Smack, smack,
Well,
smack,
I
smack.
don't know. I'm just saying, don't come and piss me off. I wasn't even trying to ask him about that. He came up there acting a fool on the microphone,
Yes, he did.
and people all across the city with the ass and me was crazy. Why would I question the chief? I mean, that's the chief of police. I'm like, it don't matter. If it's the chief of police, I didn't say nothing to do nothing wrong to him. He was out the way wrong with me.
Yeah.
I've lost respect for
Yeah.
him behind that.
Yeah.
That was not necessary.
At all.
It was, and so now I'm telling you, because
Now,
I ain't
wait a minute,
covering
wait a
up.
minute, wait a
In
minute,
my
wait a minute, wait a
opinion,
minute.
you covering up.
Now, that's gotta be a odd working arrangement. Now, you the chief, and you the man, the spokesperson of the Flint Police Department is the man that she said told her to suck his wee-wee.
Well, I don't know who said it or what text
Allegedly,
messages,
that's what.
but the complaint that was that lady Ronnie Dow.
Ronnie
for
Dow
Channel
from
12,
TV
when
12,
he pulled a complaint and
Uh-huh.
put it on ABC 12 online where folks can read it. Plus, it's a public document.
Mm-hmm.
In that public document, those allegations was made about Booth and Vern Ritter. The chief stuff, if it went to trial, might would have come out.
Yeah.
But if it's settled before trial for X amount of dollars and the lady leave, unless it come out on Wyntis show,
Mm-hmm.
it might not have come out.
Yeah.
Or unless you try to discredit me.
Yeah,
Now
you
the
wouldn't
chief.
have told it, right?
You the head of the police department. You
Uh-huh.
standing in your official capacity in front of city council.
You
I'm the
want covering up
I'm the
stuff.
senior
Yeah,
council
and
person.
that's what he told you.
If you the chief and I'm covering something up, arrest me,
Yeah.
investigate me.
Yeah.
Don't stand and make false allegations. What am I covering up? My relationship with women? Oh, I'm single. Right now I'm 64, 65. I'm running alone. What am I covering up? Dollars and cents? No, I'm not. What am I covering up? Am I selling dope or doing something funny? You done pissed me off.
Oh,
You done stood as the chief of police and accused me of covering something up when in fact you covering up your relationship from a lady that's just suing the city.
Mm-hmm.
And you, from my information, was living with her, and it was a lot of mess.
Yeah.
And now here's a lot of mess, and folks might not want to work around you. In other words, I'm saying the mess might have been from the bottom to the top,
right.
and a little beyond. I just ain't saying who was all friends in this clique
Ooh.
with the lady.
Oh,
See, ever since he bit that apple, you, me, and Mickey, y'all been having problems with these
we ain't
ladies.
got nothing to do with
I
that.
mean, I
Y'all
remember I
made
went
a
to the
decision.
casino
Yeah.
and come back home 3 days later. My girl had changed the lock. I'm all in the newspaper.
She should have if he was gone for 3 days.
No,
So what you
that
doing
ain't
for
that.
that? 3 days. You was trying to get
Now, the
suspended.
bread went out. What did she think that my handsome butt was out cheating?
3 days? Did
If
you
I
check
was
in
living
with
with you and living with you, Adrian, just because I'm handsome, y'all wouldn't think I'm out cheating with you.
If you gone for 3
Now
days.
she's shaking her head. Yeah, now I was roulette, blackjack, dice. Sometimes it takes time. You can't put a time limit on how long it takes to win.
Point of order.
Listen.
Point of order.
All talking stops.
All talking stops. Now I see these people on here talking. Maze, I'm upset with you because the judge told y'all need to have y'all water fixed by August 1st. So what you got to say about that? I have yet to see counsel or your co-equal branch of government respond to that. August 1st, you got to get the water, to get the pipes done.
That sounds more like a point of information. That was a request for information. That was more of a point of information than a point of order. She just used point of order to get us to stop talking about one thing and go to another.
Right.
But she chairing the meeting.
Uh-huh.
Let me look at the Wyntis rules.
Right.
Okay, I don't see nothing there.
No, we suspended the rules.
Okay, rules is
I
suspended.
wanna
You vote to suspend
Right.
the rules.
The people,
It's three of us.
I
are
vote to
thinking,
suspend
I
the
vote
rules.
to
I vote to
suspend
suspend
the
too.
rules.
All right,
because the
we vote to
people are
suspend
thinking our water.
Let me answer that from where I sit.
Right.
The pipes should have already been done around the end of 2019, I think 2020. You had W.T. Stevenson, you had Greg, you had AECOM, all of the players was in place. We was ahead of schedule. Kate Fields and some council people were mad, in my opinion, because that black guy from AECOM used to come in with a bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
See, some folks, when they see black folks doing good and breaking records, they convince a couple handkerchief head Negroes to vote with them. They canceled the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Neely came in after that and set W.T. Stevenson down.
Still ain't
Because
paid.
they were supporters of Weaver, and we had been doing good. So for a year or two, there was no activity on the pipe replacement that we'd known for nationwide. Get the lead and galvanized pipes out, replace it with copper. Government money had came in, but jealousy and politics got in the way. The court said hogwash, and they put a August deadline of this year. They moved it back. The deadline was over.
Yeah.
Neely and some council folks blew it. Ain't no way around it. They blew it.
Mhm.
They put politics over public
Yes,
health and
yes,
safety
say it
and
again.
didn't
Say
get
it.
the job
Yes,
done.
yes.
So now the courts is giving them one more chance.
Yeah.
And they moved the deadline back to this August, which is something that should have been done a year or more ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the question you asked me. And so people are calling because there's hundreds of thousands or more people who need their pipes replaced. And Neely and them try to put it on, well, we can't get in their house. Some of them, they knocked their doors and tried to get in their house. It wasn't you couldn't get in your house. You set W.T. Stevenson them down. You, Kate and them said AECOM
Wasn't
down.
no good.
And so, that's why I like court.
Mm-hmm.
When you raise your right hand, you ain't supposed to tell the half truth, nothing but the half truth.
Mhm.
So you're supposed to tell the truth, the whole truth,
And nothing.
and nothing but the whole truth.
All right.
In politics, outside of certain arenas, politicians will tell half truth. Some of them are outright lie to you.
Yes, they will.
My mama used to say, why you believe him or her? Their mouth ain't no prayer book.
Right.
I say, dang. So I've said that. Keep listening. You're going to see me tell some folks publicly, your mouth ain't no prayer book. But we was taught don't lie. I never want to go to the devil. They taught me you burn in hell, and it's just eternal burning. Now, yeah, I'm 64, 65. I believe that. So I still practice the truth. People might not like my delivery.
That's all it is.
They might not like how I talk.
Mhm.
But if I tell you something, unless I say I'm not sure, I'm telling you the truth.
Right.
If I tell you something, you can take it to the bank. If you treat me nice, I treat you nice.
Mhm.
But you piss me off, and I'm going to say something. Adrian, piss me off. Tell me I can't have none of that egg food. You know? I gotta go.
I got one more question.
Go.
One more question before we get out of here, and I'm gonna let you leave.
You can have 2 or 3 more. I'm just saying. Right now, I'm focused on the trial next Thursday.
Right.
I'm focused on trying to make folks right. Both right to disperse them ARPA funds. And we got the upcoming city budget coming up. Look who just come in, Audrey Mohammed.
Sister
And
Audrey
so I done
Mohammed.
busted it. They think this real TV. Somebody come in, Mickey sitting there. You ain't supposed to say their name, Audrey Mohammed. You ain't supposed to talk about that lady sitting on her phone. I don't know her name.
That's
but
Mickey's wife.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mickey, how long you been married?
A long
The year
time.
is up.
I ain't never been married. Ma'am,
One day.
Mickey, right? Have you
One
ever?
day.
That's
Not
me.
one day.
Have
Not
you
one
ever- have
day.
you ever
In
changed?
No,
the
no,
show.
we
Have you ever changed
In
the
the
locks
show.
on it?
Don't ask
Have
that.
you
Don't ask
ever
that.
changed the locks on it?
Don't ask that. Now we're gonna
This
have fight up
politics,
here.
man.
That's
We supposed to be
politics.
talking about
Point of
politics,
order.
man.
Point of order. They go back to politics.
We're going back to
Point of order.
politics. Listen, I want to know your opinion the firing of the Chief Burton and the Mitchell
I
boys.
seen Chief Burton breaking the tears, talking
That
about
hurt.
it.
That hurt me.
This guy loved his job.
Yeah.
And then I seen shortly, people think it might be not connected. I do. I seen Carrie Edwards or whatever.
Yeah, the
Resigned,
deputy chief.
resigned.
Yeah.
These two had brought in grant money. They was
Really?
managing plenty of grant money over the years to keep
I
that
didn't know that.
department
Okay.
running. And he was managing the personnel, and they was getting folks trained. This guy, to me,
Mhm.
and you probably won't see me, Adrian, go in no closed session on this.
Mhm.
When we got lawsuits, you go in closed session, it's like a gag order.
Right. You
You
can't
can't
speak
talk
on it.
about it. I think I already know enough. You won't probably see me go in closed session. You might hear other council people won't talk about Pulaski Street. Probably you'll hear me talk all the way through.
Right.
I believe the chief, when he was saying they wanted him to cover up discharging and the wrongfulness of them firefighters who didn't thoroughly check the rooms. And I believe the election time process and the way Neely lied and cover up had something to do with it. And I seen the chief cry.
Yeah.
$10 million lawsuit.
Yeah.
We can't afford Neely. $50 million
From the mother
of the 2 kids. We can't afford that.
Yeah.
Look at these $100,000, $250,000 lawsuits in the police department.
Yeah.
Because people want to have sex with folks they work with allegedly.
We in the wrong field.
Chiefs and people involved in that. Do you know if you have lawsuits adding up to 60 and 100 million, that ain't the right chief executive officer.
Sure.
People better hope and pray that that jury find me guilty Thursday, because you don't want a councilman suing for malicious prosecution and wrongful arrest out of a council seat. We can't afford this type of corruption and wrongdoing in this administration. Now, some of it we can correct because we can try to recall 4 or 5 council people.
That's what I'm saying. But recall season was in November.
No, it's now. It couldn't start till after November.
Oh.
Neely
You do it anytime.
couldn't
Okay.
be recalled because this his term ain't been a year.
Right.
You have
Right.
to wait the after year. But, you know, I'm foolish. If you costing us millions of dollars and you taking out vengeance on political foes such as W.T. Stevens, if you taking vengeance because a fire chief won't do what you want to do in an election and cover up, if you know or is involved with a police department, that's just like, remember that commercial, Girls Gone Wild?
Yeah.
Police is
That's how the
going
police
wild. So if you got all that going, I can ask for your resignation,
Right.
whether you do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people can try to recall me whether I'm recalled or not, but I know politically 5 recalls or more that I want to see the paperwork go in the next 30, 60, 90 days. Second ward, Liddell Lewis been acting a show enough fool.
The park ranger.
Third ward, Quincy Murphy, show enough fool. Fourth ward, Priestley, think we stupid, but we ain't.
Yeah.
If she sits on the Republican Party.
Oh, she said she never watched the council meeting before.
7th ward, Herkenroder is being very discriminatory. I see her turn red as a beet when I check her, and she laughing and.
But she thought that was funny when Quincy came over there and was staring down.
Man, the 9th ward, I think, is an easy target. Eva with the worst attendance record. She put so much mess. And when she hit Jasmine Woodrow's daughter in the evening, you couldn't get her removed by that crowd. Now, you want me to tell you who is Sam McSlick, you think?
Pfeiffer. Dennis Pfeiffer.
What's she saying?
Oh my goodness.
Sam McSlick.
Sam McSlick. That's his new name.
McSlick. You know,
shirts. Sam
you know he thinking that he fooling the brethren and sister.
Yeah.
You know, one of the first actions I did for Mr. So-called Miss Slick, I helped him get Miller Road done as president. I helped him get Miller Road done. They were going to do the surface, and I fought and said, okay, and helped deliver votes for the underside, the infrastructure. When they brought the North Flint Food Market from 600,000, his project was millions. You can get them brethren to vote for stuff on the black side of the city. As we fought for St. Agnes, the House of Esther, commonly known, you couldn't get no movement. So I don't like slick folks who will take and don't want to give.
Right.
I don't like slick folks who will talk and make you think they in the civil rights fight in the NAACP and they white, but they really ain't in the fight. They being slick. You judge a politician or a council person not by what they say,
what they
but
do.
how they vote. I looked the other night and he told Tanya and them over there, because, you know, I'm Eva's worst enemy. If I'm your worst enemy, why you come sitting over here? You hate them 2 black women that bad.
Yeah,
you hate Jerry and Tanya so bad that you come over here by me.
Yeah.
So what that tell you?
She gonna put a Karen on you.
People will say and do anything. You don't look at what people say. You look at what they do.
Right.
She ain't been scared of me than the man in the
Because what you say, I stay away from her.
Yeah, that was never true then. It ain't never true now. Though she sat over there where she's supposed to sit. The council rules talk about voting in your designated seat. Everybody can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. You shouldn't be in different seats.
Thank you for vindicating me. Right. You can't play musical chairs.
I ain't never seen it in 40 years. This council is a council gone wild.
Right.
They don't follow their own rules. They discriminate toward me, and they think that the public is stupid. But I'm getting confirmation from people all across the nation. Listen, I'm gonna say that again. I'm getting confirmation from people all across the nation because they call Iowa, Mississippi, California, Florida, Georgia, and they see it. They know them by name. They can tell how they act in a certain meeting.
Right.
They can tell you why I invented the term erogmasis. They can tell you when and what I said when Kate Fields gave the finger. You're out of here.
You're out.
So
You sure did. I'll never forget that.
vindication
You are about a lot of your stuff. You are
from regular folks all around the nation. What we gonna do about it here locally?
Yeah.
We will see.
Right.
We will see. Guess what they asked me to do 2-3 weeks ago? Look, see this hat I got on? Bad hair day. Bad hair day. But you know what I'm thinking?
What?
Am I seriously thinking, or am I giving accolades to a great man? I'm thinking about putting a perm in my hair. What y'all talking about? And combing it back.
You gonna break it?
Well, I don't know, but I know I got a mentor out there.
Okay.
And,
He coming.
you know, his hair might be natural. I said a perm in my hair.
I know they don't know where we going with this, Maze. They don't know about it.
I said, okay. I said, okay, we done did the paperwork.
You gonna break it on
paperwork
here? Let's
is
break
in.
it on 810.
You know what I'm talking about?
She has no idea. Let's break it here.
They've asked me to be the president of the Flint chapter of the National Action Network.
Oh, wow. Let's give them a hand.
So
yes, sir. You heard it here
first.
first.
We go through this endeavor, you might see me put some more good people around me. We done did the charter members. Paperwork is in. We waiting for the official word as we speak. And then we're going to hit the ground running.
All right,
attacking some of these issues.
Lord.
And so
how they going to handle where he was going to sit
the minute,
Al Sharpton
the minute I can't live up to the duties of the president of the Flint chapter of the National Action Network, I'll offer it to y'all, anybody. But for right now, I've taken.
You got this. I couldn't wait.
The opportunity. Because I think activism
you got your hand up for?
And action. You saying you enrolled with the local chapter. So I think that we got to pick up the pace and get some stuff done. It's been people a little too quiet around here in the great city of Flint on issues that's affecting us.
Right.
You know, you see the National Action Network dealing with all of these police beatings and issues. You see Ben Crump and Sharpton showing up. We've got some issues.
Yep.
And
Some
I
Ben
looked
Crump and
at the
Sharpton
rules
issues.
and we'll see what happens.
Right.
But I'm telling you, I say, man, look how things work. Look how the spirit and stuff move. We done went viral.
Yeah.
I think. What they tell me.
You way up here now.
Now we looking at relationships through the National Action Network.
Yeah.
We looking at picking out issues. If the Lord bless us and God continue to guide us, maybe we can help fix some of this stuff and then help the people in the city of Flint. So look, I showed up.
You showed up,
man. Then we stopped doing what we were doing.
You stopped doing what you're doing. People
said
they've been donating to your Cash App. You don't have no.
I ain't got no Cash App.
He don't have an official Cash App.
Cash App with me.
It ain't yours.
It ain't me.
He does not have an official Cash App, GoFundMe, nothing out there.
When we do, you gonna know it.
Right.
You gonna know it's me.
But in the meantime, you can donate to $810 News Media Group if you love our content and like our show.
And how do they do that?
They do that on Cash App, $810 News Media Group.
Say that again.
$810 News Media Group.
So people who understand that can do that.
Yes.
They can go in there
To
and
their
put
Cash
money
App.
in the $, $810, which is our area code news group.
News Media.
News Media Group.
Mhm.
And if they do that, then y'all have the ability to have me back on again.
Yeah, we can. If you look, I said to somebody, we make sure that the brother gets some in his pocket. I trust. My word is my bond.
Yeah, we gotta support this.
Yeah.
Look, if I can get 3 million, what is it? Views, likes, shares. I don't know what it is.
Surely we can get 30,000
and 2.6 on this video. That means we creating our own platform.
Yeah.
Our own media. So we can do it
300,000
with 810. We can do it
3
with
million.
ERIC,
30
I
million.
mean, Sister Mohan
Yes, sir.
is on
And popping.
There
you go.
Thank you all. Wyntis Hall Show next Thursday, 6 p.m. Thank you, Honorable Mays. AD Uncensored next Wednesday, 6 p.m.